I'm Rudabeh Shabazi. This is your CBS Miami News Brief. First, let's get a check of your travel forecast from meteorologist Lisette Gonzalez.
Thanks, Rudabeh. As we head into Wednesday, still the potential for some wet and windy weather across parts of South Florida. And then we're talking the potential for wintry precipitation across the Panhandle, North Florida. Could even see freezing rain, even the slight chance of some snow flurries because of this cold air that's taking over much of the nation. So highs for Miami, low 70s, 30s for Jacksonville, Charleston, still near freezing up through Raleigh and up through the Northeast, even colder with highs forecast in the upper 20s, around 30 degrees. As we look towards the central U.S., the Midwest, still bitterly cold, 13 in Chicago and 4 in Minneapolis, 3 below zero in Fargo, 40s through Little Rock, Oklahoma City. On the West Coast, a little milder in Los Angeles with 69 degrees and the potential for some showers along the West Coast in California, and we're talking 40s in the Pacific Northwest.
Thank you, Lisette. Every Tuesday on CBS 4 News, we share stories about why mentoring matters. And this morning, we introduce you to two men from two different generations who share a passion in life. Forget what you've heard about nonprofits competing for funding and manpower. Here's CBS 4 anchor Eugene Ramirez.
Daniel Rodriguez proudly shows off the joy of those his organization helps as his mentor, Albert Perez, proudly looks on. Rodriguez's nonprofit, Blue Missions, gives the gift of water to poor communities in the Dominican Republic. He discovered his passion in high school on a service trip with an organization called LIFO.
Water just burst through this pipe, a couple hours before we were set to leave. And you just look around and you see the faces of the locals, tears coming down their face, kids dancing in the water.
Moved, Rodriguez returned twice before LIFO founder Albert Perez said they needed his spot for new volunteers. But Perez wasn't turning Rodriguez away. He was becoming his mentor.
It's kind of been so organic. It's kind of been just like a friendship.
Like a good friend, Perez supported Rodriguez's dreams and urged him to start his own nonprofit, what would become Blue Missions.
He didn't see it as competition. He didn't see it as anything else. He saw it as an opportunity to help more communities, to expose more of our youth to these great needs that exist.
Over the years, Perez has coached Rodriguez on fundraising, volunteer recruitment, and the daunting logistics of building aqueducts in the mountainous terrain of a foreign country.
I tried to be realistic and say, look, what you see of the trips, that's the part that is the fun. There are other components which you're going to have to work at, and I'm here to help. Let's get to it.
And to it they got. The two organizations combined now run dozens of service trips each year. Blue Missions alone has taken more than 1,400 volunteers to connect some 4,000 Dominicans to clean water. Perez admits he's the one now learning from Rodriguez.
Learning from Danny's creativeness, learning from Danny's passion has reignited some of that stuff that tends to kind of die down in you.
And Rodriguez is living Perez's example, being a role model to the next generation.
The way to pay it forward is to take more and more youth on these trips, and we just want to facilitate the same experience that changed our lives for them.
Feeling inspired yet? Blue Missions has 41 service projects scheduled for 2018, and Rodriguez is looking for volunteers. You can find a link with more information on our website, cbsmiami.com. And that's the news for now. You can always find us on cbsmiami.com and tune into CBS 4 News at 5, 6, 7, and 11 for all of today's important headlines.